Hello, 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 and happy midweek Wednesday to all of my Leos. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Leos. Let's get it. Let's see what your cards have to say. If you're watching this video on Tuesday, the moon is in Cancer/Leo. It's moving into the zodiac sign Leo, right? If you're watching this video on Wednesday, it's already in Leo, right? So I'm going to give you some questions for this that's going to help you to transition from I feel to I will, right? So Cancer is the I feel sign. Like I feel whatever it is I feel nurtured, or I don't feel nurtured in certain spaces, right? To I will feel nurtured in these spaces, right? Whether it's romantic relationships, friendships, jobs, whatever. But the only person that knows how to properly nurture yourself is you, through your moon sign. You know, don't forget to pull your birth chart. Find out exactly what your moon sign is. Pull your birth chart. The link is to pull birth charts is below in the description. If that still is not clear enough for you, there's tons of videos on YouTube. You can just type in whatever your moon sign is and just learn more about what you need to nurture you, so you can start communicating that to everybody who wants access to your universe or who currently has access to your universe. Clear? Let's go. All right. Energy has already been cleared, Leos. Let's do it. Let's see what your cards have to say. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you, Leos. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below. First card out of the deck is the Fool card. And upright, of course. Fool card and upright is great. Somebody feels like a changed person. Somebody feels liberated from something. Somebody feels free, right? Somebody feels, they're starting to look at things from a higher frequency, right? Somebody's, so your reputation is still intact. Believe it or not, somebody may have assumed that people were feeling some kind of way about you, but Source is saying, before you react to anything, learn how to be in your feminine energy. Like, learn how to be in receiving mode and see things. So this card right here is attached to Sagittarius, which is one of your sister signs, also divine masculine sign. This right here is feminine energy. Source is like, learn how to sit down and think about what seeds you want to plant inside of yourself, but also see how you want to nurture those seeds. I think in for the new moon, because we're right now in a waxing crescent moon, but we're still feeling the effects of the new moon. So if you're watching it on Tuesday, we are still technically new moon, right? Moving towards waxing crescent moon, which is around day 3, day 4. Source is saying to you, sit down and decide what seeds you want to plant. Do you want to plant healthy, loving relationships? You want to plant those seeds. Then how are you going to learn how to first nurture yourself so that you can communicate that to other people and give them an opportunity, be in receiving mode, give them an opportunity to show you that they're willing or unwilling to nurture you in a way that you need to be nurtured. We also have the Two of Pentacles and also the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, you multiply, or you add to every universe that you enter into, right? And so Source is saying, I'm trying to send an additional stream of income your way, but somebody's going to have to learn how to keep any pride on when we think about lion, we think about pride, right? Keep any pride on a short leash. Any of that's going to cause you to react to things in almost an animalistic way. Like, I'm going to just, if I find out somebody's weakness, I'm going to go straight in for the jugular, right? We're going to talk a little bit about auras, because this is what's going to really help somebody to learn how to be in receiving mode. And I say help. So be in receiving mode of what I'm saying to you all, right? What I'm sharing with you all. We have 7 layers to our aura. Everybody has 7 layers to their aura. You have casual body, the etheric template. You have the astral body, the celestial body, the mental body, the emotional body, and the etheric body, right? So your fire sign, that solar plexus, the element of fire is connected to our solar plexus chakra, right? So when we talk about your aura, you have anywhere from, like, your first layer, which is your root chakra. All a person needs to be is between 1 to 3 inches away from you in order to pick up that aura. And that's your root chakra. That's where you're about your health, your beliefs, and both, you know, who you're connected to, like who your tribe or who your soul family or who your whatever. Like somebody gets that close to you to see if you're wearing makeup, or if that's your hair, or if that's the texture of your hair, or if you smell a certain, like if you eating certain foods, they can smell that, you know, on you. Like it doesn't take, they can be that close to you and pick up that from you. On your, and those are just some examples, right? So don't let that get etched into your skin. All you need to know is 1 to 3, you know, inches from your physical body, right? Your root chakra. Your emotional body, that's where that's between 2 to 3 inches off of your physical body. So your sacral chakra, that energy right there, that's where all of your emotions, including unprocessed feelings from the past, this layer shifts as your mood shifts. So somebody can kind of, they're that close to you, they can kind of sort of pick up on what type of mood you're really in, or if there's unprocessed emotions, or, you know, that kind of thing. Your third layer, your fire sign, your solar plexus chakra. This is where all your mental processes, your ideas, judgments, you know, both your conscious and subconscious mind, and it'll reveal any self-doubts or any limiting beliefs. And this is important because you're a fire sign and your symbol is a lion. So when we're talking about that particular layer, what happens when you're in the wilderness, like if you've ever watched any nature shows and you see some kind of wounded animals coming towards a, you know, lion den, what does a lion just instinctively do? Want to go on attack. You see some kind of weaknesses, right? What that translates to for your sign is, let's say for instance, you're in a situation and you feel like, well, I'm not perfect, and before I'm judged, I need to find out what another person's weakness is so that I can use that against them. And so without even giving them an opportunity to be in a space where they are being nurtured by you. So I got to find out this person's weakness just in case I need to use it against them later. Sources like toss all of that out the window. You are not an animal. You're in your light. You know exactly what, not an animal in the sense, you're not a wild animal. Let me just say this. Not in the sense that you're always on attack, right? Sources saying learn how to be in receiving mode. So if somebody's giving you compliments after you've gotten a lot of shade in the past, where you had to let this come out, do you know who I am? And I know this about you, and I'm going online and I'm gonna start checking people's backgrounds. I need to connect with your ex to see how you really are. All of that, sources like, get rid of all of that, because that will burn right through this right here. Opportunities for people to give you compliments and people to tell you, hey, I really like being around your energy, Leo. You are a lot of fun to be around. You're funny, you're cheerful, you're very smart. I love the way you dress. Something about you stands out. Receive that, because this is how people see you. They see you as adding to their lives and not taking away, right? That's also going to have you be in receiving mode of an additional stream of income. So that's what Source is trying to help somebody. Is like when people allow you that close to them, if your first thought is, let me see what I can find out about them so I can use it against them later on, and I know that's not you all tuned in, but that would be that lion coming out. I gotta find what this person's weaknesses are. So I gotta find out if I didn't come from the perfect family, I gotta align myself with other people who didn't come from the perfect family. Well, guess what? Newsflash, we're on Earth. Nobody has the perfect family. Nobody. I don't care if it was both parents in the house. Somebody's going to feel like their parents could have done better. That's just people in general, right? Everybody feels like, you know, even if you had both parents in the house and both of them had great jobs, somebody's going to feel like they were emotionally neglected. I mean, just, hello, welcome to Earth, right? But if you're looking forward, let me see how I can, and especially, this is why sometimes people, don't get a chance to really get to know you, Leos. And I would say this to you if you were any sign, because I've been doing this for a long time, and I just know what every sign looks like at their highest and lowest frequency. This is why people misunderstand you, because as soon as you say Leo, they automatically think this right here. This person is trying to look for my weakness. I can't show my weakness around Leo because they think this right here. Hopefully that helps somebody. They think, you know, just like you see on the Animal Planet. If I show Leo any of my weakness, if they see any blood, if they see any cracks in my foundation, if they see any hurt, you know, while they're laughing and joking and cracking jokes and having everybody cracking up laughing, if I show any weakness around Leo, are they going to pounce on me? Are they going to attack? Are they going to use it against me later? Do you say that to people in conversation and don't even realize you're saying it to somebody in conversation? Or do you say it in front of people's families? Like, I've already done the background check on their family, and just in case they find something else about me, I got to make sure I can counter it with something else. That also burns right through your money. So Source wants you to see things at a higher frequency while you're going through your rebirth and come out a changed and liberated person. Like, I don't always have to react to everything. I don't have to. Time to be in receiving mode for additional streams of wealth. Some energies from your past are thinking about you. Could be an ex that's trying to come back in because they see that you're going through a rebirth. It makes you very sensitive when you're going through a rebirth, like a person with child, you know. Somebody wants to see on the other side, you know, what your creation is going to be. If it's creation of a physical baby, or if it's a creation of your business doing well, like people from your past are trying to resurface. So this is another reason why you want to be very careful, because if you're currently in a relationship and somebody from your past is trying to resurface and you still holding on, like I said, like somebody in the wild from one branch to the other, the only person you're going to end up hurting is yourself, because Source is saying every time something good is about to come across your path, guess what? First of all, we're in a new cycle. So obviously, there's some things from your past that you left behind, like fear, doubt, uncertainty, whatever your demons were as it relates to certain people, places, and things. Of course, your past wants to come back. If you are in a relationship with somebody right now, in a romantic relationship, I don't care how new it is, and you got somebody, some people from your past, I don't care how many exes, all of a sudden start seeing you happy online, or they following your person online and seeing how well your person is doing and that kind of thing. And let me see if I can come in and throw a monkey wrench in Leo's relationship. They need to be blocked. They need to be blocked because they're not calling to talk about anything. You got to look at things from an expanded view and see this right here. Your symbol is a lion. Somebody needs to watch the Animal Channel today, or watch something, some kind of video about lions on, you know, on YouTube. There's plenty of free information out there, and see how they go on attack. See how they go on attack when they see a weakness. See how they attack each other. Right? And so now that you're in the light, you're no longer in the wilderness. Being in the light means now that you know what your life purpose is, you don't have to be in that space. You don't really have to be in that space, because you know that's where the healing is. You're a human being. You're in the light. You don't have to see how this person is controlling their pride. They like have this thing right here. I don't have to be pride. I don't have to let a so-and-so know. I don't have to read you for filth. I don't have to tear you down. I don't have to rip into you. I don't even have to be sarcastic. All I need to know is what my purpose is and what nurtures my spirit. What nurtures my spirit? That's your moon sign. What nurtures my spirit? What nurtures my universe, so I can communicate that to people. Because people, when they first meet you, this is what they see right here. But when this right here is off of its leash and it's in attack mode, people all of a sudden go, nah. I thought they had me over there cracking up laughing, doubled over with laughter. You know, they seemed like they were so much fun to be around. But when this thing came out, oh nah, nope. So, receiving mode. Here we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Two of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups, the Seven of Cups, we have the Two of Swords, and here we go. This seven of Cups is interesting because this is also receiving mode, right? So receiving mode is also feedback that you're receiving from people, right? Constructive feedback. Even if a person was like, I tried really hard to like Leo, but I just, I saw something that just really, really turned me off. That is not the time to get prideful. That is an opportunity to learn. You know, not, well, everybody misunderstands me. I'm a really nice person. Like, I know that, reading your cards. I mean, I just know that you all are really nice. But again, I'm telling you how it's also perceived, and it can also cut into your money. So somebody's third eye is wide open. So you get some kind of visual, some kind of downloads, information that's coming through. But Source wants you like this, in harmony with yourself, where your inner child feels protected. God is trying to send people across your path that's going to be the voice for you, so you don't have to speak up for yourself. There's going to be some people that's going to say, no, I know Leo, they're really nice, they're really cool, they're down to earth. Let some people speak up on your behalf. That's what Source is trying to say. Be in receiving mode of that, so that you can stay on your throne and not have to come across and let this right here be unleashed. Let some other people. That's what receiving mode is. A lot of times people will speak up for you. You don't always have to be in this right here. Masculine energy. Balance it out. Balance it out, balance it out, balance it out. Take off the blindfolds and see the blessings that's in your life right now. I'm telling you, because this Page of Cups came out and that looks like somebody from your past wants to resurface, they got to go. There's a reason why they're an ex. And if you entertaining it, I don't even know what to tell you. You deal with somebody from your past is highly manipulative, and they want to block this for you, and they want to mess up your reputation. Right now, you right here, you're sitting on your throne. People want to build with you. People want to, build with you, whether it's in business or in love. People want to build with you. So the X right here, very manipulative, and you've outgrown them. So when you think about snake energy, think about Kundalini experience. A lot of times people will say, yeah, that person is a snake. So this snake has outgrown this. Things that God is trying, like when a snake outgrows its skin, it gets bigger. But the scales from the eyes are also falling off of the snake eyes, right? And so Source is saying to you, you outgrew the thing in the past. You don't even need to have your index finger in your mouth trying to decide, how am I going to respond to an ex? They are an ex for a reason. They will come in and tear your whole situation up. They'll mess up your whole situation. So even if you feel like, okay, I'm in a relationship with somebody right now and things are not going well and we haven't been able to really get along that well, and X comes back in, they smell that. You've already given them access to those layers, those auric layers. They already been in your 3 to 8 inches apart, away from your body. They've already been there. They know what your subconscious and your conscious mind are thinking. They know what your self-doubts are. They know what your limiting beliefs are. They know where the cracks are. They know how to come right in for your solar plexus chakra. So Source is saying, just like this person is sitting up in this window, do not look back. Keep on moving forward. Do not look back. It's a setup. So if you're in receiving mode, you're in receiving mode of messages that's coming from God, like your reputation is still intact. Somebody's trying to mess up this right here. You don't even need to unleash this because you're in receiving mode from God. God is saying, I'm just showing you this. This energy from your past is trying to pull you back into the wilderness where you will come out like this. On every single person that loves you in your life, you will come out prideful, arrogant. I'm in fight mode all the time. I'm reading people for filth. You're going to think everybody being shady and messy towards you. Be in receiving mode, Leos. God is trying to keep you on your throne of wealth and a stellar reputation where people look at you as like, I want to work with Leo. I want to be connected with Leo. And X is an X for a reason. Take off the blindfolds. Here we have the Two of Swords. Take off the blindfolds. Personally, I can't think of one X. Woo! An X is an X for a reason. I can't think of an ex-colleague. I can't think of an ex-friend. I can't think of an ex-love interest. I can't think of an X. You X'd out outside of your universe. They outside of your universe. They are not under your judgment anymore, and you are not under theirs. They can think what they want to. You can be renting space in their head for the rest of their lives. They taking up space in their universe thinking about you. That's why they sitting around like this. Leo seems happy. They with their new person. That's if you're in a relationship with a new person. Or they may be thinking about, oh, they seem like, they're happier without me. I'm looking at their YouTube or their social media pages, Instagram or whatever. They seem like they looking for you to be. Oh my gosh. So funny. Okay. So that's why you want to be in receiving mode, because what I'm saying in a spirit, in a spiritual sense is, even if you're single and you taking pictures with somebody, Leo, and they see a hand, around your waist, they don't even have to see a face. If they see a hand around your waist, oh, they seem like they hugging, Leo a little tight. I can see that. I can see the pressure they putting on their. Oh my God. So source wants you to be in receiving mode of that, because somebody is seriously thinking about, somebody from your past, and that I'm telling you, it's not going to be good. I'm telling, it'll mess up everything. And that's exactly what they're going in for. They're trying to pull you back into the wilderness. See how this person has been brought into the light? You can look at the amount of time you all dated or were together or married or whatever the case may be, or how long you all were friends. All you need to remember, that's what memories are good. Memories, nothing more than memories. You need to go back in memory and remember why it ended in the first place. Because people will try to talk to them and say, well, we do have history together. You mean to tell me all that history you had together, somebody still couldn't get it together? Your exes still couldn't get it together? Why would you mess up anything to go backwards to something that's just trying to, their spirit, they're picking up on some good things coming your way. So you better be in receiving mode and be just like this. And just like this. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other. I'm not responding to text messages, phone calls, emails, DMs, nothing. As soon as I see it pop up, even if I don't recognize the number, blocked, and blocked. Somebody need to have a block party. Block, and block. Take those blindfolds off. Don't mess up your future because your past is calling. A past ex, whomever, is calling. Leave it there. Raise your frequency so that you can see what's happening here. That's the only reason why people try to resurface, because they heard something, they went out and investigated and saw something, like good stuff is happening for you, Leos, and they want to be a part of it to mess it up. They want you and your new person, if you're currently in a new relationship, or it could be like, or about to start dating somebody, they want to cause that kind of confusion. And if you're a prideful person, you're going to think it's cute. That ego, well, my ex, it's no harm. I mean, I don't know if they still keeping in contact with their ex, or, even from your job, some job try to mess you over and ruin your life. And you got people from your old job, now that you're in your new job, you want to let them know in your own way, in a very passive way, oh, I'm doing better on my new job than my old job. That is outside of your universe. Leave it there. You're trying to make room for this. A happy, harmonious relationship, first and foremost, with yourself, you and your inner child, and then possibly with another person. And you're trying to make more room for this. Leave the drama behind. That last full moon that we had was in Capricorn, and it was a full buck moon. Yep, King of Pentacles. I'm trying to say, Source is trying to make somebody very wealthy. Knight of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Cups, and also the Queen of Pentacles came out twice. So Source is further reiterating, if you go backwards, the only person that could mess up your reputation is you. The only thing that can mess up your money is you. See how this person is on this horse? They are moving out. I'm surprised you don't see. Yeah, you do see the wind in that horse's hair. That horse is like, let's get out of here. Let us get out of here. Let's get You see an X number pop up? First of all, they shouldn't even. Anyway, here we have the King of Pentacles, wealthiest card in the deck. This is how much money somebody is leaving on the table, even entertaining something from your past. What are you entertaining it for? Somebody's sitting around just like this, arms folded. They owe me an explanation. Why? They owe me an apology. I got to get to the bottom of this. I'm not really sure what's going on. How come I've been single for this long? Or I'm not sure what my new person is doing. I don't know. I'm looking at them online and I'm seeing other people talking to them. What kind of line of work are they in? Are they some kind of a public figure? Are people going to be touching them and taking pictures with them and that kind of stuff? Don't let an ex resurface. Don't let an ex resurface. You better pull out this sword like this man. You better pull a sword out. Cut this right here is for your power, your intellect. You better use that powerful sword to cut out the overthinking. Your heart is not that twisted. So this is connected to the element of air. And so that air is connected to the heart chakra. The element of the air is connected to the heart chakra. And the heart has a mind of its own. Even though I know this person is manipulative, let me just see what they talking about. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to be disappointed all over again. See, some people, when you tell them no, just like a little kid, don't touch that hot, that hot stove. Them little fat fingers, they going to get closer and closer to the stove. This is the stove right here, Leos. They like this. I got to touch it. They said, Mama, Dad said, no, don't touch it. They're like this. Let me see. Then sizzle. All of a sudden, you hear that loud cry and that long pause because you know that thing hurt their soul. Now, all of a sudden, they screaming to the top of their lungs. Now, you got to go soothe it. Source is saying, don't stay away from the ex. Stay away from the ex because you could be messing up. You could be messing up the energy that's either trying to come in or somebody that's currently in your life. But see, some people just got to keep being burned until they learn the lesson. And at some point, you should be wise enough to say, okay, saying, what's the Whitney Houston and Deborah Cox song, same something, different cast. Somebody should recognize the spirit at this point. Same script, different cast. I think that's the name of it, right? But yeah, at this point, somebody should recognize the spirit. That's what I'm seeing right here. Source is trying to change somebody's life and give you everything you wanted. Wealthy and the family, healthy family relationships between your side and your significant other side. Like Source is really trying to change somebody's life here. But somebody conflicted. And again, only take what resonates with you. You don't have to get prideful with an ex. But if you with somebody, your hand need to be right around your ex in front of your hand. Your hand need to be right around your current person, and saying, this right here is my current and this is my future. Do not call me. That needs to be said in front of your person, right? Because that's what's going to nurture them as well. This is not even about somebody being insecure. It is how would you want somebody to handle a situation. If you're currently in a situation, if you calling me, are you calling to talk to me and my new person? Because I know you're not calling to talk to me. I know you are not calling to talk to me. It's not about whether your ex is entertaining something. I mean, I'm not your ex, but your current person is entertaining. Anybody that has like a front-facing position, like you're in the public eye or whatever, people are attracted to that. If y'all knew how many text messages I get because my number's online and all people see are my hands, I could look like Fiona or Shrek. They wouldn't know that. But somebody, oh my God, I like your hands. I wonder if I can take you out. This is not a dating site. I'm reading cards, right? So the bottom line is your past is a past for a reason. You got to close out the cycle. It's not up to somebody else to close out your cycle because not even your spouse. Your spouse doesn't have the key to close out your cycle because they don't have dominion over you. So catch the signs. Be in receiving mode of the signs around you. Instincts are the message from the inner divine. Hopefully this is helping somebody. Don't mess up what's trying to either come your way or already currently in your life because you feel like there could be a little static and unclear. Here's another thing that somebody want to consider too, right? So Pluto is retrograde currently. Pluto is currently retrograde. So is Saturn is retrograde, and so is Neptune is also retrograde, right? And so on the 22nd of July, we're going to have another planet that goes retrograde. I believe it's Venus. Source is saying to you, and we know Venus is the goddess of love, right? You know that by now, right? You know that's the goddess of love and pleasure. So yeah, Venus goes retrograde on July 22nd, and if and we are not that far away from it, right? So if you feel like, okay, there's a little bit of static romantically, what is it going to hurt to go back to or even entertain an ex's text message, phone call, email? They're up to no good. They're still like this, and you've outgrown that frequency. You're at a higher frequency. Don't be tempted. This card right here means temptation. On no matter what the picture on the card says, this is temptation. That's why the person has their index finger in their mouth. They can't even relax. Stomach bubbling all up. The person is cutting into your joy. Now you're sitting here like, okay, am I imagining things? Use that imagination to dream bigger about the life that you're in right now. Even if you're single, even if you're single, it doesn't even really matter. If you're single or you're dating or you're, when I say single, when I say single, you all know what I mean, right? Whether you are in a relationship with somebody or not, whether you're married to them, or not. Source is saying, don't entertain the past is the reason why, So again, and then also when I talk about money, when I talk about the energy of money, Source is trying to also get somebody to think about putting all of this creativity into another business. So not only is Source trying to make you, ridiculously wealthy, also pair you with your person if that's what you want, but also give you an additional stream of income. So that's all of that's on the line by even entertaining. Remember when you said I would not even go back to that ex even if I saw a pig fly through the sky? Why is somebody entertaining it? There's the pig with the wings right there. Why are you even entertaining it? Somebody need to go out and buy a fly swatter or a baseball bat. The metal kind. That's right. Somebody need to be Louisville Slugger up in here. Like, you call me, it's on. Like, or like, let's say they call you, you're going to block their number, but don't approach you, no nothing. Act like you don't even know me. You're not even holding a grudge. You're just not even making room in your universe for that. So somebody has been within 2 to 3 inches of you, and so that's that sacral chakra auric layer. When we talk about those 7 auras, that's that sacral chakra that they've been that close to you, right? So they know all of your emotions, including your unprocessed feelings from your past. They know your mood shifts, right? So they're looking at pictures and stuff online and saying, okay, well, look at Leo. They stand there with their arms folded. They seem like they're uncomfortable. They're reading body language because they've been that close to you. Y'all better become better actors on social media. Because somebody is watching. Somebody is watching. They're waiting for any cracks in you to see if you look sad, or let's see if we can come back in. We can come back in through their emotions, through their water. Embodiment number 8, because they see this. Number 8 is the money exchange number. Number 8 is the money exchange number. Now unsown from the flesh, a most alluring lullaby stills my pain as the skies bleed for my heart and the embodiment I claim. What is this? Is this a little bumblebee on this person's finger? Let's see if this is a little bumblebee on the person's finger. I'm trying to see if I can get in like close here. Let me see. I was getting ready to do this. Leos, I was about to do, how you on your cell phone, you do that to enlarge the picture. I think this is a bumblebee, right? But the symbolism of a bumblebee is focus, hard work, teamwork, generosity, and prosperity, right? So when you talk about when you see a bumblebee, that's what you think, and that's what I'm seeing here on the card. All of this right here, somebody used to date somebody who their number 8 was out of alignment. They were on the dark side of the number 8. So they were all about money. And they may have even transferred that energy onto you. So money is not just paper and coins. You all know that by now. And if you've been tuned into this channel, if you know anything about the energy of money, it's not just paper and coins. But somebody's starting to see that either you or a significant other, even if it's just you by yourself, you know, the energy of money is very attracted to you, and they want a part of that. So they want to come in and mess up some things, you know, for you. They want to create chaos and confusion in your life. That's why, and guess what? If they're mad, they're gonna be even more upset, because God is giving you an opportunity to create a room for an additional stream of income. But somebody absolutely used to date or was connected to somebody who is egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. They have succumbed to their passive and powerless behavior, and so that's out of alignment. That's out of alignment. They will transfer. If you haven't blocked them, they will continue. That's their way in. That's their way in. Some people will say, well, I don't know why I can't stop thinking about my ex. Look around your house. Do you still have any physical items that belong to them? Do you still have pictures? Do you still have letters, cards? All of that is energy. And I hope y'all are not receiving, text messages from them. So go do a health checkup. There's the number 8 again. 2 and 6 is 8. Get your number 8 in alignment. Get that number 8 in alignment. The strength card is the 8th card in tarot. And so that number 8 is the money exchange number, right? But when it's aligned, when that number 8 is aligned, that 8 is a visual representation of 2 windows, with the window above. Where is the, because you got 8s all over here. All of this is wealth. 8, the 8th card right here, 8, right? You got 0 here. Source is saying close out the cycle. Close it out so you can live your absolute best life from somebody from your past. But the top part of the number 8, that's a visual representation. It looks like 2 windows, giving vision of the spiritual, and the one below relating to the material. So this is how you see your life. I see my life settled down with my person. We're in perfect sync and harmony with each other. Both of us know how to nurture ourselves, and we're able to communicate how we need to be nurtured to each other and to anybody who wants access to our universe. Plus, we have a good product and service that's going to create an infinite amount of resources, not just a resource of money. These are healthy relationships with both sides of the family. Like, somebody is really trying to pull it together. But here we go with this monkey wrench right here. This right here, threatening to try to come back in. So be very careful. Very, very careful. Be very careful. Somebody's ex is stalking them. Somebody's ex is stalking you online, Leos. Pay attention. Number 3, I am charismatic, right? Number 3 is very, very powerful number also, because when you look at the number 3, let me read this card first, and then I'm going to give you a little bit more insight into the number 3 and how powerful it is. Expression comes naturally to you. You are very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversation and creative pursuits. You are able to get others on board with your ideas, which is great, right? But when you see the image of the number 3, you have 2 wide open half circles facing to the left, gathering inspiration from the past and remolding it to manifest a new creation, not an old creation, not an X, a new creation. Number 3s are born to inspire. So imagine how many people you can inspire to change their lives, to start cutting off their exes and closing out cycles in a healthy way without going off on somebody and acting like I got to find out some dirt on somebody else to justify me answering a text message or a phone call. You're not in the wilderness anymore. Where's the card? You're out of the wilderness. You don't have to act like this. You don't have to act like that. You are not a lion. That's your symbol. You are a human being. Your brain is bigger than that, right? You know that, right? So yeah, number 3. All 3s also thrive, when they can travel, seeing the world, going on journeys. That also wakes up your senses. 3s also love defending the underdog and, advocates for animals, right? So if you want to go back into the wilderness, go get a dog, go get a cat or, something else, but don't go back into the wild where somebody came from a situation where somebody would do anything for money. Anything. Don't go back to that, especially if you got good energy in your life right now that's working hard. They got a good heart. They good people, you know, that kind of energy. Those are the types of energies you want to be around. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Let's see. Elevator music. All right. So, yeah. So let's pull another card and let's close it out. All right. Fear is a natural reaction to moving closer to the truth. Close your eyes and identify something you are afraid of doing. What is that fear trying to tell you? What is that fear trying to tell you, Leos? What is it trying to tell you? Because somebody is trying to re-enter your emotional body, that auric layer, that second auric layer from the root chakra, that somebody is trying to re-enter that area. Somebody wants to have sex with you, in case somebody still hasn't figured it out. Somebody wants to reconnect with you in that way. Somebody may be like, oh my God, I'm shocked, right? Why are you shocked? Somebody sees some good things happening in your life. And if you're weak, if you're at a point right now where you're trying to justify, somebody's trying to get back with you, okay? Here are your questions for the moon in Leo. So right now we're experiencing the moon in Cancer. And so if you're watching this on Tuesday, so Cancer, and then eventually it's going to move into the zodiac sign Leo. On Wednesday, it's going to be in Leo, right? So the moon in Leo, is giving everybody, that's every person, whether you have Leo in your chart or not, every person that motivation to shine and get noticed, right? And so remember, you all are ruled by the moon. And so this is where you have a real opportunity to, if we have to use the word pride in any sense, in this sense right here, I am proud of being able to, you know, block numbers. I'm proud of myself that I'm able to block numbers and move on from something that's trying to pull me back. They're trying to pull a wild animal out of me. They're trying to make me go off. They're trying to, you know, they're trying to make something. And I've learned how to control that, you know, in myself, right? But there's definitely some temptation. But remember, you've outgrown that for a reason. You know, you took the time to outgrow that. Here we have, you put the work in to outgrow. First question is, do you connect to your core, your center daily? Second question is, how often or how do you express your creative side? Third question is your current wardrobe really expressing who you are? Fourth is, do you protect your energy and your time by politely saying no to requests and invitations that are not aligned to your being? And then last but not least is, could you create more time and space for self-exploration and self-expression? Those are your questions. Those are your questions. Oh, that card wanted to pop out. Prosperity. Prosperity. I am determined to win. I am diligent. I am defeating the odds. So this win is not, I'm winning over any pride and arrogance. That's that. Because if somebody's determined to win, they may let that animal jump out again. If it's going to cause you to ruin your own reputation, what did you really win? I am diligent. I am defeating the odds. I am warrior strong. I summon my highest self to take control today, your highest self. This is where somebody's learning how to adapt. This is one of your sister signs, but it's a mutable sign. You're a fixed sign. So you're not fixated on operating in the flesh. You're fixated on ascending higher and seeing, I got to look at the whole big picture here. The big picture here. Am I hurting myself and hurting my current relationships, family relationships, friendship? Am I hurting all the people around me? Right? And then I invest my time wisely and I am persistent. That is what I have for you, Leos. Thank you for joining me again. Enjoy this new moon phase. Hopefully you all are still getting your rest, which is one of the most overlooked rituals. Hopefully you're still getting your rest. Hopefully you're doing your salt baths, planting seeds for what you want to grow during this cycle. You know, hopefully you're doing the work and learning how to be in receiving mode, because there's a lot of, these are the wealthiest cards and somebody's leaving these on the table for a temptation here. So be very careful with that and look at it from an expanded view. That's what I have for you, and I'll see you on Freedom Friday. Bye.